Early childhood education in the Philippines is at a crossroads where accountability driven policies, standardized testing, and traditional academic approaches intersect with a growing recognition of the need for developmentally appropriate play based learning. This evolution is driven by a mounting awareness that young children learn best in environments that honor their natural curiosity and developmental stages rather than in settings dominated by rigid test focused curricula. Historically, education reforms both globally and locally have emphasized standardized assessments to ensure that schools and students meet predetermined competency levels. For example, in the United States, reforms such as No Child Left Behind shifted focus toward accountability by implementing tests at various educational stages. Similarly, in the Philippines, national policies like the Kindergarten Education Act and the Early Childhood Care and Development, or the ECCD framework, were established to improve the quality of early learning and to ensure that children, especially those from marginalized communities, are adequately prepared for formal schooling. Research indicates that children who attend preschool are less likely to repeat grades and tend to perform better in reading, writing, and mathematics later on. However, the increased reliance on standardized testing has serious raised serious concerns about its developmental appropriateness. Many of these assessments, originally designed for older students, do not accurately capture the progress of preschoolers and or kindergarteners. When very young children are tested with these tools, the resulting scores can be misleading and have significant implications for decisions regarding grade placement, retention, and the allocation of special education services. This issue is particularly acute for children with disabilities, as standardized tests often fail to capture their true developmental abilities, leading to placements and interventions that may not align with their individual needs. In the Philippine context, these challenges are compounded by significant socioeconomic and regional disparities. Public schools frequently struggle with insufficient funding, inadequate teacher training, and a lack of quality learning materials. Children in rural areas or from low income families often have reduced access to quality early childhood education programs compared to those in more affluent communities. These inequities have profound implications for school readiness and long term academic success. Although legislative initiatives such as Republic Act 10410 or the Early Years Act and various ECCD programs are in place, gaps remain in ensuring equitable access to quality early learning for all children. Amid these challenges, there is a growing shift toward play based learning as a promising alternative. This approach emphasizes active exploration, hands on experiences, and social interaction, rather than focusing solely on memorization and test preparation. Play based learning allows children to develop cognitive, social, emotional, and physical skills through naturally engaging activities. Progressive educational institutions across the country have begun to implement guided play initiatives where teachers design activities that integrate academic content with playful context. For instance, educators incorporate role playing, manipulative play, and cooperative games to teach foundational literacy and numeracy skills in ways that are both engaging and developmentally appropriate. Play based learning is particularly beneficial for children with disabilities. Instead of relying solely on standardized tests, which may overlook the unique strengths and challenges of these learners, teachers can use observational assessments and play oriented evaluations to gain a more accurate picture of each child's abilities. This holistic approach facilitates early identification of developmental delays and allows for tailored interventions that better support individual growth and learning. This shift toward a more balanced approach in early childhood education also reflects broader global trends that emphasize holistic development and the creation of supportive, inclusive learning environments. International research has shown that when learning is embedded within play, children not only absorb academic concepts more effectively, but also develop essential life skills such as problem solving, creativity, and emotional regulation. In the Philippines, educators, policymakers, and communities are increasingly advocating for practices that prioritize overall child well being over the mere achievement of test scores. Moreover, play based learning supports the development of social and emotional skills that are critical for lifelong success. By engaging in activities that require collaboration, negotiation, and creative problem solving, children learn to communicate effectively, work well in groups, and build confidence in their own abilities. These skills are not only essential for academic achievement but also for navigating the complexities of interpersonal relationships and the modern workforce. Early childhood education in the Philippines is evolving in response to both global trends and local challenges. While standardized testing and accountability measures have driven significant reforms, they have also highlighted the limitation of one size fits all approach to learning, especially for the youngest learners and those with disabilities. The growing adoption of play based learning offers a path forward by fostering environments that support exploration, creativity, and individualized assessment. By creating classroom that balance academic standards with natural, playful ways in which children learn, the Philippines is laying the groundwork for a more equitable, effective, and holistic educational system, one that nurtures every child's potential for lifelong learning and success.